I'm Lady T 506. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing Basketball Wives season 3, the finale. So it was a continuation from last week when Royce was meeting up with Susie and Jennifer. And once Royce gets there, she realizes, Jennifer, she's not coming, and she's telling Susie, that's really mature of her, and, we supposed to be grown, this, that, the third. And somehow Twitter came up, and Royce was like, I don't talk about people on Twitter. I don't go out to talk about people on Twitter. It's just that when somebody comes at me wrong, I come at them wrong. And she was reading, I guess, some of the stuff Jennifer said about her on Twitter and how she's fake, I guess. And Royce was like, well, you still wearing them fake contacts, so you can't be too much real. But I guess Royce is like, if she won't be my friend, that's fine. She don't want to talk about this, that's cool too. We're going to move over to Evelyn. Evelyn, she's at home. She's all distraught because she saw her fiance having lunch with another woman, and she said her heart was beating like a mile a minute, and well, not a mile a minute. She said her heart was beating fast, and she almost wrecked seeing that. So he comes in all nonchalant, like, "Oh, hey, baby, how you doing, girl?" And she was like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "At lunch at such and such, my favorite place." And he was like, "I was with a friend." And she was like, basically, "Does his friend have a vagina?" And he was like, "Yeah." So she's getting mad because he had lunch with a friend who's a female. But I could see if he was at a restaurant in this back room where don't nobody but a few waiters, the owner, and him know about, and he done scurried back there with the girl, and one of her friends saw it, or she saw it herself, then I would be like, what's going on? But he all out in the open. It seemed like they was outside of the restaurant eating, so it wasn't like he was hiding or anything. He was having lunch with a friend, and she was like, well, you should have told me. Like, I guess, she called, said, what's up? He's like, I'm here. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way. I guess she figured, soon as that message was over, you should have told me, hey, look, I'm finna have lunch with a friend. It's the girl, so don't trip. If it comes out on the internet or anywhere else, I'm letting you know right now, I'm with a friend, I don't like this person, we're just friends. And he's like, no, I don't care what the public thinks of me. In his words, I guess he's thinking that, we together, you shouldn't worry about what other people think. We gonna do us. They eventually make up. Jennifer takes Susie to this little cake shop because she's, having her little divorce party, and they wanted to, Susie was thinking about having, I guess, Eric's head cut off and blood. They finally, agreed upon, I guess, him and his little jersey from when he played basketball and her holding his head. So that's what they went with. We're going to move over to, Jennifer and Evelyn, they drinking, getting ready for the party. She's getting ready. Ooh, I'm wearing this outfit. Nothing much with that. We're going to move over to Eric and his little talk with his friend. They sitting there talking, and they discussing, his soon-to-be divorce and all that stuff. He's like, she can take half my money, she can take what she wants, just, don't try to get what I'm working on right now. He's basically saying she was a nobody before she met me. I made her who she is. That little, I think he said, exercise tape she had out, who did it? His friend was like, you did. He's like, yeah, I'm glad you said it. And that little, some kind of lip gloss, lipstick, it was him that, I guess, put up the money or whatever, and it's like, she on TV. That's me. I played basketball. She was the only wife on that show. She a basketball wife because of me. And he's like, I guess, he's all mad, and I guess he need a friend to, put all his frustrations out on because he's going through a divorce. But he's basically with dog like, she was nothing when I met her, she's going to be nothing afterwards. Nothing afterwards. I made her who she is. She had that exercise tape. She had the little lip gloss blowing on. She on TV. That's all because of me. That's how he was acting to me. So we gonna get on to the day of the party. All the girls except Roy show up. Shawnee's there, Evelyn, Tammy and Susie. They all there for Jennifer. Jennifer's there too, of course, and her little friend from her date from the last episode was there, and they're all kissing, all that stuff, and all the other girls are sitting there looking like, oh my God, I can't believe she's kissing, but she a grown woman. Anyways, they bring out the cake, and sure enough, it's her on top of the cake holding Eric's head, and his body is at the bottom. And they even put that little knot that he has above his left eyebrow on there. And I'm going to need somebody to tell me where he got that knot from, because it's like aggravating me every time I see him. It's just like staring at me, and I'm staring at it. So, her friend, what's his name, Al Reynolds, he brings in a piñata that's supposed to look like Eric, minus the knot on his head. And she gets to beating that thing like it was a rug outside. She was trying to beat the dirt out of it or something. She was beating that thing like she was trying to kill it. When it was time to cut the cake, she was cutting up the man. She wasn't just, lightly cutting it. She was hacking at it like she was trying to stab him or the cake. So we go move over back to Jennifer and Eric. They finally sit down to meet because she's like, I'm sending my lawyer to send all this paperwork. He hasn't responded. We need to sit down together. So they outside of some restaurant. He sits down and all that stuff. And she was like, basically, how come you haven't contacted my lawyer back? And he was like, what? And she's like, my lawyer sent you paper a while back. So what's going on? And he's like, a fight erupted, and he was just dogging her, talking about something like you'll be 40 in 3 years and all this stuff. You ain't gonna have all that stuff when you leave me, and just a whole big drama. And she's like, that's the problem, you cheated on me, and that hurt me, and I can no longer go through with this. I didn't feel out of love with you. I guess at one point, I guess she said that she will always love him, but now it's like, I don't even like you no more. I hate you. Get out of my life. Just let this be over with. You just dragging this along. After they done fought for a good, maybe 5 minutes, he goes to leave, and she throws a drink at him. I'm not sure whether it hit him or not, but I do know he came back to the table and saying, you better watch out, and he took a drink and just threw it on her face. Now, when they were showing the previews and all that stuff, it just seemed like he just out of nowhere just wham and threw it on her. No, she threw a drink on him first. Now, I'm not saying that gave him a right to throw a drink back at her. She shouldn't have been throwing a drink at him either. So she get up, talk about what she gonna do to him. She just sat back down talking about something. I can't believe he did this to me. We used to love each other. I know we're going through a divorce, but he did this to me. That was basically, I forgot. Shawnee, she's getting her little shoe line going on. It's going to be like a very fancy little shoe line, but at an affordable price. She was remembering when she was a single parent and how money was tight and everything, and how she wanted the little cute shoes and she couldn't afford them. So I guess that's her giving back to the working class women who can't afford them $300 and $400 pairs of shoes, and they get their nice cute pair of shoes for cheap. So I guess that's going good for her, and she's happy because she's doing it with her own money. And she said that she's like, it's good to not depend on anybody else's money. This is my money that I'm doing this with. I'm like, all right, go ahead, shine. Yeah, nothing else on the episode happened. It was a good episode, but it wasn't like, wow, shocker. I mean, it was shocker to find out that she threw a drink at him first and all that stuff. But yeah, nothing much, like I said, nothing else much happened. But if you do remember anything else happening, put it in a comment or a video response. So yeah, I want to thank everybody who watches my video, whether you're a subscriber or not. But if you're not subscribed yet, just click that button above this video somewhere up here. I want you to rate, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.